Miley Cyrus has beef with Black Twitter. Azealia got beef with the City Girls. And Mama June gets an intervention and find out which bad girl talking about her sugar daddy. Stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
What up, AfterBuzz? This is your boy DJ Jesse J live in studio. Again, my baby mama's ain't here today, so I had to bring one of the homies, Miss Danny Victor, in the building.
Hey.
You know what I mean? From Bad Girls, it goes years back.
Yeah. You've known me since my first year at Bad Girls.
Literally.
That was 9 years ago.
Yeah.
Almost 10.
From that first call-in.
Oh, God.
I knew you was going to get out here. And here you are.
Here I am.
Yeah.
I hate being referred to as a bad girl still, though. It's like, let's move on.
Well, we got some Bad Girl tea to talk about in a little bit. But happy Memorial Day to everyone who's celebrating. I was like, got drunk this weekend. I'm good for today.
I don't know if it's my age. I'm getting old, but I was like, no.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to the movies. I saw Aladdin, and I think that wore me out.
Same. This morning by myself. But I drank in the movie theater.
Oh, I was shit-faced. I was like, I'm not going to see Aladdin not drunk.
Yeah.
But we'll get into Aladdin a little later on. But first, let's break into it. So, who's in the news this week? We got Miley Cyrus. She was she was recorded performing this new song called Catitude, where it's very like Azealia Banksy kind of sound.
Okay.
Black Twitter is dragging her.
For what, though?
Well, they feel that she is appropriating. They feel like this is like Azealia Banks sound. This is, what's her name? LaKelly 47. You ever heard her?
No, never in my life.
It is the same kind of soundbite or whatever. And I mean, it's weird for me with Miley only because it's like, okay, you did the whole like naked and like, yeah,
tongue out.
And then you cleaned it up. And I was like, okay, all right, we're together now. You're Dolly Parton's like goddaughter. Like, I'm like, here we are. And then now we're like Joan Jetting it. Like, I feel like she did heroin before she performed. Like, not really. That's an alleged. I just felt like saying that.
Yeah. She didn't actually, but she could have.
Yeah,
actually.
I mean,
we don't know.
I don't know. But I'm not starting that rumor. It was just me in my mouth. And I'm not even drunk. But in the song, so people are starting to like tag Azealia Banks to see if Azealia Banks is gonna.
This is the thing. Black Twitter drags Azealia Banks for not being black enough, and now they want to come to her defense. It's like, make up your mind, people. Which one is it?
Yeah. Well, Miley in the song says, "Sorry, Nicki, but I listened to Cardi."
Oh.
So on the one side, that Black Twitter dragged her just for the sound. Then within that, there's beef that she talking about Nicki Minaj, which they kind of had squashed it a little bit.
No, that was like intense though.
No,
Wasn't it like an award show?
Good.
Yeah.
But then it kind of got squashed a little bit afterwards at another award show because they had to work next to each other. And then you do this, and it's just like, Miley, one, no one cares really. Like,
I feel like that beef is not talked about enough to put in a song. But she also might have done it so people will talk about the song.
Yeah, which
it's probably a publicity stunt.
Yeah, but it's more like, so if you feel that way, why don't you just do a song with Cardi? And I'm also like, has Miley been trying to get a song with Nicki, and Nicki's been like, oh, sorry. Do you have a catitude about it?
I mean, Nicki shouldn't be saying no to nothing right now.
What girl? Nicki can do whatever she wants.
She can, but it's
Although
like
I'm wondering, she posted that one thing about the tour. Now we haven't heard nothing, and I'm wondering, is she pregnant? I'm
she
questioning
posted a
because
picture?
at Met Gala, I was just like, I don't know. I just have a weird feeling in my mind that she might be pregnant.
With that guy?
I know.
That's
so
like such
basic.
a weird fucking couple.
Is.
Can we swear on here?
Yeah, go girl.
Oh, okay, I was like, fuckity fuck.
Cunt. So yeah, that's the Twitter beef that's going on right now with Miley. We'll see what Nicki says. She's been quiet just period. So she had that wobble video with G-Eazy and Chris Brown.
What are your thoughts on G-Eazy? Hot or not?
I'm not into G-Eazy. But the thing is like, I feel like G-Eazy would be hot if he dressed a different way.
He's really skinny.
Yeah. There's just something like, it's like, okay, you're not bad, but then did you see the Wobble Up video?
Nope, not my song. I hate it. I think that song is trash.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Not gonna watch a whole video. Don't care who's in it.
Yeah, so that's how I feel about most G-Eazy. Like, the only G-Eazy track that like I'm like legit listening to is the one with Cardi. And really, I fast forward just to Cardi's like situation.
That song's really old.
Yeah.
I love G-Eazy. I think his voice is so distinct, but it's just like he's really skinny.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to pass on that. But, all right, moving on. We got Hazel E. So apparently, I didn't know this, but there was some beef going on with Hazel E and the City Girls where Hazel E came out and said, like, these girls took my track, Act Up, and that was supposed to be my track, and the song was supposed to be called Add It Up or whatever. So she created this diss track towards the City Girls where she mentioned one of their daughters or something like that. And what's the one that's in jail? Free J T. I'm old and I can't believe I even knew that. So whatever, like, kind of put a threat back out there, like, bitch, you want smoke? Like, wait till I come out there. Yeah, or I think she said to Young Miami's daughter. About Young Miami's daughter, whatever. And
yeah, it was Young Miami because I think someone posted, I don't want beef with Young Miami ever.
Yeah, so now Hazel Lee just came back out because Jocelyn stepped in and was like, yeah, this track is fire. Like, Jocelyn, first of all, the furthest thing from American Idol judge we will ever hear. Okay, girl? So,
yeah, you need to sit down.
What in the world Star Idol's going on?
Well, first of all, Hazel E., no, I don't think a single person listens to her music. And now you're fired from Love and Hip Hop. So it's like you really, like, nobody cares. Like,
fired in a way that, like, her name can't be brought up in things. Like, they'll edit it out.
Oh, damn.
But...
that sucks.
Damn. My thing is this. Like, a lot of artists work with different producers, and y'all can get on the same beat. Whoever purchases that beat... and whoever he wants, whatever the contract says, that's where it goes. And clearly, it went to the City Girls for way more reason than your shit ever. Like, I wouldn't have even heard it.
Yeah, I've never even heard it still.
Yeah, I'm talking about it. I still ain't even heard it. And after this, I'm still not going to care about it. And I'm going to move on from that. So let's get into some Bad Girls tea, because the Claremont twins, you all know, are my favorite.
Are you being sarcastic?
Oh, so sorry.
I was like, the disrespect.
No, I couldn't even stand them. They hated me. I think I'm blocked on. They blocked me.
I'm blocked as well.
Girl, like, you're mad because the kids were telling you, like, whatever. You guys are just boring, just coaches. Anyways, come to find out, Sinead, is that her name?
Was that the one going to jail? Which one's going to jail?
I think this one. Oh, this one is Sinead. Okay. I don't know if this is how you pronounce it, but Sinead Claremont. She's going to jail. Because apparently she was hanging out with her sugar daddy, and He died, but she says he died after she left, and she just thought he was super drunk, and she just took his card, which is like a regular thing because it's her sugar daddy, and she like used his card afterwards, and like this is a normal thing. She didn't know he was dead, so like alarms went off, and it was like, yo. So now she's going to jail for fraud. And then this whole article came out basically to say that this was like a normal situation with him. He has lots of girls. He was not an innocent man. And that, you know, for me, I really pulled across this, the fact that first of all, the fact that he was dead, and like, you were like, oh, he was just drunk and he was acting up and I was just over dealing with him. And then, I mean, this sounds like a SVU episode.
Law and Order SVU. Listen, I try not to talk about these twins because everyone tries to put me and Gabby in this fucking bizarre twin triangle with these bitches, and I'm like, I really don't care. Square, whatever. But for me, when I heard the article at first, I'm like, first of all, if somebody gave you a card and it's normal, don't you think after like maybe 3-4 days they would have maybe sent you a text like, when are you bringing the card back?
I mean, look, these sugar daddies situations are crazy, but like my thing is, girl, like, why didn't you have a card in your own name? Like, if this is your daddy. And
the cops leaked the text messages. He was paying you $400 for sex, but he's gonna give you his credit card for $20,000. That's how much she spent, right? 20 grand.
Yep, around there somewhere.
I'm shocked she's only getting a year. Hoes out here really be winning.
Yeah.
Only a year?
I mean, because probably to prove certain things, like, it's probably difficult. He's not alive to, like...
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Right, but not only that, I will say this. these girls really know how to capitalize on like
Get
scandal.
Yeah.
Like they've literally made. She's going to jail for a year. You know how devastating it is to be away from your twin, who you basically make all your money with for a year. That's 365 days of no work.
Well, yeah, and I'm more so like, I thought you guys were like high class models. Like I thought, you know what I mean? Like that's what I heard. They were being printed and all these things, and that, you know, they were in the Nicki Minaj video as chairs, and, you know, I just thought that they were making money elsewhere. So this kind of took me as a little bit of a shock.
I feel like sometimes everything's like a facade, but also this could have happened before they were popping off, because I really don't think people really jumped on that bandwagon until they did the Kim Kardashian campaign, and then everyone was like, ah!
Yeah.
Those twins.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard anything of them from Bad Girls Club until this story, personally, or in the Nicki Minaj video.
Right.
I don't really pay attention to the Kardashians like that. But even in the Nicki Minaj video, they promote it like they were going to be in it, and I was just like, you have a sugar cookie on your back, and Nicki's sitting on you. It's a chair. Speaking of jail, Remy Ma faces 4 charges in an alleged assault case involving Brittany Taylor of Love and Hip Hop, and these are new claims from this April incident, and I'm just like, Remy, girl.
Yeah, and isn't she like on probation or something?
Yeah.
She's probably going to get jail time, unfortunately. And you just had a daughter or son. What do they have?
Daughter.
Okay.
Yeah, I forget what they call it.
Golden child.
The golden child.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and say that, like, when bitches and shit talk shit to me online and say, yo, let me catch you on these streets, I'm gonna do exactly what Brittany Taylor did. Okay, honey, catch me in these streets. We're
and
gonna
I'm in charge, all right? And you don't have Jussie Smollett money, so what's tea?
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, I was so excited. I was like, the jig is up, Jussie. Because they opened up his case files.
Okay.
And girl, when I tell you I read that, and I was like, what in the cover-up?
I didn't read it.
Girl, don't waste your time. Literally, all it says was there wasn't enough evidence to prove that this was a hate crime. That's all we get. That's all we got. All this waiting and all this. This is what was released.
Well, I don't know if he was necessarily guilty. I think those dudes might have set him up.
Oh, really? Interesting. I don't think that.
Really?
But I don't know really what's going on with the situation.
And I don't care either.
And at this point, like, I'm just like, bro, just get rid of Empire. I'm all set with
Nobody
Empire.
has watched Empire in 10 years.
Literally.
Not a single soul.
I couldn't even.
Power came in, everybody forgot.
Yeah.
And there's no music in Power, so goodbye.
All right, so my favorite, Miss Wendy Williams, is in the news right now because her son Keven apparently fought her ex-husband Keven, and he's upset because he feels like Wendy is and her son got arrested for this. He feels that Wendy is driving a wedge in between them. And can I see that a little bit? Can I also see that the son is living with his mother, and bro, like, you had a whole affair
and had a baby,
child, so like maybe your son is actually legit mad because he's like, oh, I send him these long paragraphs, a text message, and he just sends me one word answer back because you destroyed the family. Like, maybe the family was destroyed prior.
Right.
You know, maybe I'm sure Wendy's might be a difficult woman to live with. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, it's besides the point.
Besides the point.
And not
bro.
only that, viral
like,
singer came out and said that they had gay sex with each other in a sauna.
Excuse me? I did not hear that.
Yes, we talked about it on my show. And he came out, it was on the Shade Room. He did a whole ass interview and said him and Wendy Williams' husband have been gay with each other multiple times. So not only did you cheat and have a baby, but now you're gay too.
Damn!
Wow.
I can't believe you didn't know this.
I just got chills.
Yeah, that's probably why your son doesn't like you, man.
Yeah.
That's probably why.
You know what? You're just an embarrassment, bro. At this point, you're an embarrassment. Yeah. Moving on from that, Jocelyn and Stevie are in the news again because Stevie says Jocelyn is not a fit mother. And he wants full custody. And if he gets full custody, he wants her to pay child support. My thing is this. I do think, well, he's saying, what is he calling it? That basically she's cock blocking him, which not cock blocking, but like she's blocking him from seeing the baby. And I hate to say this, and I feel like this is something Wendy Williams would say. It's like kind of awful, But it's like, bro, I feel like he did Jocelyn so wrong. Like, yes, he took her out the strip club and all that stuff, and she was crazy. But like, you egged that craziness on. Mm-hmm. This is probably the best thing in her life for her, is this child. Like, you have enough of them, you know, like, worry about those kids. And I feel like he's doing it more out of a place of pity, like being petty, yeah. Versus like, I don't know.
I feel like they need to figure it out, because parents don't understand how damaging it is to do that to your kid. I don't care what money is involved. Like, they're gonna be able to Google this. Even for me, like, sometimes I wonder why I'm still single, and it's because of my parents' fucked up relationship. Now that I'm older, I'm like, I blame my parents.
Really?
Shouldn't, but honestly, if you can't get it together, their daughter's gonna be fucked.
Yeah. And I mean, at the end of the day, that's like, it's funny because, you know what these stories do, and it's like, why is this being fed to the press? Because y'all could easily handle this quietly. But
also, you don't know if they're handling it quietly and they're saying, hey, let's do this argument for the press so we can be talked about.
No, 100%, because I know she's working on trying to get her own show up on WeTV or something.
But she's off of Love and Hip Hop too now?
Jocelyn?
Yeah.
Been off. He and Faith Evans are on Love and Hip Hop. Like,
what a weird
periodically.
Couple.
Yeah, but honestly, it works because he's like a normal person now. And it's funny, I was with someone the other day, and they painted Jocelyn and Stevie like Jocelyn was Bobby. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Like, Stevie was Bobby and Jocelyn was Whitney. And basically saying Jocelyn was bad for Stevie where Whitney was bad for Bobby.
Right.
I was like, that's an interesting take. I want to know what you guys think of that. Could you guys see that? Because I don't know. I never thought. I've always been Team Whitney, like, even though I saw the documentary, but whatever.
I also feel like reality TV is not healthy for relationships. So.
100. Yeah. It's funny because I look at like Waka Flocka and Tammy, and
that's an unhealthy relationship too.
Yeah,
so it's
all literally are.
Yeah, and all of them are all collecting checks whenever they can. Like, anyone who's going on marriage boot camp, they're like, check.
Yeah.
But marriage boot camp really be fucking up relationships.
Did you see the last one, the hip hop edition?
Nope. Mm-mm.
Girl, Lil Fizz on there. I don't even remember what her name was. I'm like,
fake girlfriend.
What is this?
First of all, Lil Fizz asked one of my girlfriends to be his fake girlfriend on that show, so nobody's buying it. Like, it's scripted. Like,
how do you feel about Kardashians and like Tristan and like all that too?
Well, Tristan fucked my friend and had a full blown relationship with her while he was with Chloe, so that's how I feel. Mind you, he was also at my restaurant and had his boy come up and try to get my number, so that's how I feel about that situation.
Well, all right.
Chloe can do better.
Chloe, they all,
yeah. It's just like, go for like a banker, someone that nobody knows. Like, why do you have to date someone who has a name? Just go for someone normal who's gonna treat you like the queen you deserve to be treated.
It's interesting because Courtney came out to say, Courtney came out to say that she feels that they can be done with the show now.
They could have been done 20 fucking years ago.
Like, we're still gonna purchase the makeup. We're still looking on Kim's page to see what she's like, what filter she's using, and like what sparkled nude she's wearing. Like,
but it's like they keep making the show because everyone is fucking tuning in.
But it's crazy. Yeah,
you guys don't have anything better to do than watch a family that'll literally
Mind you that you already know about because we're reading the blogs. Yeah. So then the show comes out like 4 months later, and we're like, oh, let's regurgitate this.
Yeah. Let's relive the moments that they've already been through because we want to be just like them.
Wow. And you know what?
I mean, by all means, like, the Kardashians figured out how to make their... Kris Jenner, you fucking queen, you. She literally was like, I'm going to make money off every single person in my family.
Literally.
And that bitch
having a heartbreak? Good.
Yeah. But mind you, she's probably like a great mom on the side, but like at the same time, she's like, we got some drama. Let's get it. Let's get the cameras in here. Let's get it going. Mm-hmm. Paycheck.
Y'all want to live this life, right? Get to work.
I feel like it's got to be draining.
It has to be draining.
Even I filmed Bad Girls Club for 3.5 months, and I was like, yo, I'm fucking drained. I'm drained.
Now, I know like they can kind of have a little more leniency with their schedule.
Well,
and
they're
stuff.
shooting schedules, and and their show's semi-scripted. They figure out 6 months in advance. Okay, we're bringing you to like Aspen. You guys are gonna go on a snow trip. Someone's gonna cause drama. Don't care what drama it is, but cause it, girl. So it's like, it's a little different.
Snooze fest. I'm like, I'm good. Some real tea that, you know what I mean? I'm going to keep up with the story because I don't even watch the show no more, but I might have to tune back in. So we've been talking about Mama June. Did you hear about her and her little...
Nope, don't care at all either.
The heroin needles with the new boyfriend. Yeah, she been on the run. Went to casino with this new boyfriend. Honey Boo Boo had to live with her sister Pumpkin. See, so I'm like...
Is this for reality TV or is this legit?
No, this ain't on TV. This is like in the news.
Yeah, but is it in the news and going to be on her show in like 6 months?
I don't know because the thing is they want to arrest this guy and I'm pretty sure she should be arrested too.
Wait, so what are they doing? They're just going to casinos and robbing them?
No. So basically they were found at a gas station with a bunch of heroin needles, like crack pipes, all this stuff in the car. She claimed that they were hers.
So she's taking the blame for this.
And then they ran away.
And left the car?
Well, I don't know how they escaped because I'm pretty sure they got in the back of the car and then they got out and then they escaped or they ran off basically and they've been on the run. And caught in like different casinos and stuff like that. And I'm like, what in the heck is this?
I hope she's not on those type of drugs though.
Well,
her life is going to like really go downhill.
So apparently there was an intervention recently. And basically family members said she's a shell of herself. So that kind of makes me feel like that sounds a little methy to me.
Fuck.
They said that her teeth, which she had gotten done, are cracked. And then they said during the intervention, apparently she fainted.
Wait, what intervention?
Did
they film the fucking intervention?
I didn't see that they filmed the intervention, but there is going to be like a separate sit down with the daughters to talk about the initial arrest. But I don't think the intervention was actually.
Well, also you got
this is like some legit. This is like legit. Like the oldest sister had to take full guardianship over Honey Boo Boo.
Well, this is the thing.
This is sad.
Mama June got how many surgeries? Mm-hmm. When you get off surgeries, you're given lots and lots of painkillers. She probably got addicted. Yep. Now she's turning to heroin and meth. Mm-hmm. It's probably what happened. They were like, oh, and this is what happens in this. Those producers and shit probably didn't give a fuck.
Nope.
Get the surgery.
Girl, here's your medication.
Let's get the surgery. Getting 20 of them. Meanwhile, she's dying on the inside, low key addicted. Probably showing up to the green screen interviews, high as shit on her painkillers, and now has a boyfriend. And then they're
probably like, here's the Jack and Coke, girl. Drink it.
Yeah, they used to give me drinks on my green screen.
Like, oh, you do steroids? Here's a needle. I will never forget, y'all. Like, let me tell you, some shows don't give a shit. Some of the people behind some of your favorite shows do not give a shit.
Have you seen the Lifetime show Unreal?
Yeah.
That's literally real life.
It's not unreal, bitch. That's real.
Yeah, and I've lived it.
Yeah.
I've literally done shows where, Danny, we need to treat you like a queen. They want that shot. And as soon as you rap, they treat you like dog shit. So imagine how these people are treating people that are like, new to this.
Yep.
Feel like they're living the red carpet life. They're really not. But do you think someone from a trailer park knows that she's getting treated like shit? No,
this is the great to her. Like, she's losing all this weight. The show went from Honey Boo Boo to now her show. Like, yeah, she needs to stay in that hot. And you know how it is out here in LA. Just in LA. Yeah. Like, I'm not even someone who's like, I need a six pack and muscles, but I know I need to be I know that there's a certain moment where I'd be like, I'm getting a little thick. Right. But when I go home, when I tell you, my parents be like, oh, you're so skinny. Like I feel normal when I go back home. But in LA, to live in that life, that mindset of like, you got to be on camera. Like, it'd be like, oh, girl, I ain't got no time. I'm showing up in my flip flops. Boot it. What? Right. No. Yeah. These, like, some of these girls are going down past the border, getting like shots for like to close pores, and then these things some of them aren't even regulated. No. Like, I know somebody who literally got this thing done to their face and their armpits so it like tightens your pores up, and they had a reaction to it because who knows what the fuck this is. Like,
well, did the reaction go away or they fucked?
Well, I mean, see, the thing, it's still there. Like, they have to now get a shot to balance out the reaction, but now they have to go get a second shot because the reaction's back.
Oh, no.
But it's like a lot of these things are not tested, so it's like they're new, so it's like we're getting them done, but you don't know what's going to happen down the line. And so with Mama June, it's just like, but then again, this happens where these pharmaceutical drugs, like you said, do you know how many? And again, with some certain shows I've worked on, not even just the cast, but you hear the producer. Oh, I need a Xanax. I need this. I need this. Like, yo, this is not a Russell Stover candy.
Right. And I feel like a lot of people in the entertainment business are using drugs to kind of cope with the long hours too.
Yeah. Oh, cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Even to do green screens or memorize lines or whatever have you, like people are doing like mushrooms and like literally not even like
mushrooms on a green screen. Girl, I'd be somewhere like
I've never done mushrooms, but I've seen some shit, man, and I'm looking at everybody like, how are you even functioning?
Yeah,
just give me a glass of champagne
I did
or
a green
Cabernet.
screen. I was like, I cannot be high for this. You won't get the reaction you want. I'd be sitting there like... But they have a full bar there. I'll take a little drink, but then you think to yourself, like, do I need a drink to do this? I don't need a drink. You know what I mean? Like today, I probably needed a drink because I'm on a low frequency today.
Same. Usually
vibing. I'm on vacation, but I still showed up. Okay, y'all better love me. They're all gonna be like, "This show sucked, Jesse. You were so quiet, bitch. I'm tired. Okay,
Yeah,
it's
same.
Memorial Day.
Same.
And I ain't drink nothing until after this. Then I'm gonna be lit. All right, so let's play this game. So it's called Reality Check or Reality X. It's basically what we've already been doing, except if you like it, you say Reality Check. If you agree with it, or if you disagree with it, Reality X.
Okay, go for it.
All right, so this past weekend, Saweetie caught the bouquet at a wedding, and people are saying that Quavo and Saweetie are up next on the situation. What do you think? Could we see this be a couple?
Reality X.
Your Reality
I
X.
mean, it's just she caught a fucking bouquet. Doesn't mean they're getting married, people.
Well, they're dating.
They're dating, but it's like it's just because she caught a fucking bouquet.
Well, he posted it and wrote up next.
Oh, well, you left that detail out. So Reality Check.
So you're here for them as a couple.
I don't care.
Could this be the new Cardi and Offset?
Don't care. She's really pretty though.
She's gorgeous.
She's way out of his league.
Agreed.
Way out of his league.
Agreed. Because honestly, Quavo, this is Migos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't even remember your name. You're like the one I don't remember.
He's actually probably the only decent looking one out of the group.
And I actually think lyrically, I think he's actually probably the best. But I forget anytime like
he dropped an album and then Offset dropped an album and like nobody listened to Offset's album.
Yeah, but they talked about it because he's fucking Cardi.
Yeah.
Next, my man, DaBaby. You know DaBaby. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm mad that
Babysitter.
Baby Jesus, aka DaBaby. You don't know who DaBaby is?
No.
You know who Meg Thee Stallion is?
Nope.
Oh, girl. Wow, I thought I was a dinosaur. All right, so Meg Thee Stallion, all the kids are listening to her.
Should I look a picture up?
Yeah.
Okay.
So look up a picture of Meg Thee Stallion. Okay. So all the kids are listening to her. She just dropped her freestyle, her EP, or I don't know if it's a mixtape or what it is, called Fever. I'm going to just, and she has this song with Cash Baby. I know we ain't supposed to play lyrics, but, I'm going to talk over it so that way we don't get flagged. You know what I'm saying? But this is my shit right here.
Okay, I'm on her Instagram page.
Hey. So anyways, she got this song with DaBaby. Now look up DaBaby.
No, I know who DaBaby is. I listen to his music.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't know who she was.
Okay. So DaBaby, fine as hell. I just love him, but... Until I seen that he actually really was out in the streets wearing a diaper, and I was like, oh, bro,
wait, what?
Yeah, literally depends. I went to an interview in Depends.
Why?
Because he's DaBaby.
Oh God.
Yeah. I was like, what in the Rugrats? But anyways, that smile, still you win me over with the smile.
And I love the way he raps.
Yeah, and he actually, that's the thing. I was listening to his lyrics, and I'm like, 2019, let's treat women better. But you know what I mean? I might let you smack me off the side of my head and donkey punch me too. You know what I mean? But whatever the case is, so this video, he was at a Louis Vuitton store and this guy was harassing him. And, DaBaby has this video where he was like, yo, I'm from the streets, don't get it twisted, yada yada. Basically, I have noticed that a lot of people try to punk him. And I guess this happens with a lot of rappers when they start getting put on, the crews and the sets come up and they're just like, hey, we want our cred too, or you owe us. They feel like they owe him. And he's like, hey, I'm doing this myself. I'm with my people. And whatever the case is. So the camera had kind of gone off and it showed him a fight went down, but like the video went off, and then all of a sudden the video goes back on, and like the guy that was fucking with him had his pants all the way pulled down, like he was just in his underwear, and he had like blood dripping from his head and all this whole stuff. And the baby was like, yeah, see, this is what I do, yada yada. So then another video came out where the guy who got his ass whooped was back in the Louis Vuitton store, and he went to a security guard. He said, yo, how many people jumped me? And the security guard said 2. So the baby basically out here making it look like he fucked him up, but really you guys jumped him. I'm just like, one, why are we even fighting? Is this a weird like Tekashi 6ix9ine promotion that's gonna go wrong? Like the baby, I thought we were going in a better light because you were the baby Jesus, now you're the baby, and I thought you were like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna call myself that because that's blasphemous. And
I feel like if you listen to his lyrics, he does talk a lot about violence. Yeah. So that's probably just in his nature, and his boy probably jumped in. But honestly, I don't care. Just stop the violence. Like there's enough shit going on.
Bro, like you're winning. Like you don't need to be doing this.
And this is another thing. Was he heckling him in a bad way, or was he heckling him?
Yeah, the guy was like, the guy was starting shit. Like,
okay.
But then I also question like, what is this publicity?
Because he's not really talked about that much. And the only reason I discovered him was because I was going through, like, I go on my Apple Music and I listen to New this week, and he was on the playlist. And I was like, oh, who's this rapper?
And he's dope. His flow, his delivery is great. But I feel like he's getting even more push right now because Meg Thee Stallion is so popular.
And they were on a song together.
And he has a song on her album that just dropped. And it's probably the best one. That's the one I like personally out of it.
There's so many female rappers now, huh?
There are.
Like so many. Go girls.
Go girls. Wish you guys would work together. So I'm gonna reality X that because I don't want to condone fighting. Paris Hilton dropped a video for Best Friend's Ass.
What's that, a song?
It's her new single.
Does she sing on it?
Is that what we're gonna call it? I don't know if that's what.
Oh my god, play like a clip it.
Paris Hilton. So Kim Kardashian's in the video. She's got like,
because now they're best friends again, right?
That bouncer was so hot, but honestly, that's not an excuse to be fucking rude. What promoter are you with? As if I even need a.
I mean, it's Paris Hilton, so it's like she really can't do wrong.
You don't deserve that. Why isn't my phone charging? Do you need a pee? Yeah, I have to pee. All right, let's go. Walking VIP, don't need no drink. Sickest buddy, I got money, milk and honey. All my bitches acting funny.
I would have to be on like a. I'd have to smoke a lot of weed and drink a lot of.
I'd have to be hanging out with Mama June for that.
I mean, you know why I fuck with Paris Hilton? Is she just like...
She doesn't stop.
She doesn't stop.
That's the title picture.
Yeah, I mean, and she's just like... She just seems like one of those chicks that just like owns who the fuck she is, and she does not give a shit what anybody says.
And I've literally never heard one bad thing about Paris Hilton. Everyone's always like, no, she's super cool.
Yeah.
So reality check. Yeah, keep winning, girl.
Same. I like her
reality Xing Tyrese because I'm like, what? In the desperate for attention, he put this post up about this girl stalking him. I'm like, call the police and don't put it on Twitter. End of story. I'm done.
He's still upset about Calvin and Hobbes, okay? I mean, what is it?
Who?
The movie coming out. Hobbes and Shaw.
Oh.
He's still upset about that.
It's all right. Sorry, bro. We're still talking about Baby Boy. So if you haven't carried on from something from that, just let it go. Ronnie from Jersey Shore is getting surgery for 6-packs because he said he can't go to the gym the same way that he used to.
Reality X. We don't even need to say anything except wow.
And the pictures are crazy.
Oh, so is there a before and after?
I didn't see the after. I just saw the doctor like marking it up.
And oh my god, wait, like, is it on his Instagram?
What? I think so, actually.
Hold on.
It's like everywhere. So while you look that one up. So
is Jersey Shore done? Or are they still bringing it back?
Girl, I have no idea. First of all, when they did bring it back this last time, I
didn't watch it. Did you watch Double Shot of Love?
Absolutely not.
Vinny has a big ass.
Vinny
dick,
is.
though.
Oh, okay. Wow. I was gonna say,
you know, I hooked up with him.
Fat ass. No. Oh,
yeah,
yes,
multiple
I do
times,
this,
honey. Yes. I will always praise him. Every girl sliding his DMs, try to fuck. His dick is horse. It's huge.
Wait, why didn't it work? Or was it just hookup?
It was just hooking up. We never like.
So would he have gagged if he went on Double Shot?
He probably would have sent my crazy ass home because I would have been like.
Reality checking, All in the Family and the Jeffersons remake that happened last week. It was a live television premiere.
Didn't watch it.
Could have done without Jamie Foxx, but for what it was.
What's your problem with Jamie Foxx?
No, just like my thing is like George Jefferson is this tall, so Jamie Foxx is super tall, and I was just like, that was the point of George Jefferson.
Yeah,
like he was this short guy who just had this attitude all over the place. But shout out to everyone. It was awesome. It was very nostalgic. I watch the Jeffersons literally all the time. Like it's just one of those shows that's always in the background. And I hope this is something that they continue to do in like these live productions, because I would love to see Married with Children like that, like a live stage.
So it's like only like 2 hours long or something?
Yeah, so they pick an old episode, and they do a live stage, like a live performance of it,
which takes a lot of time and money to do. So
it was dope. It's better than Rent. Aladdin.
Reality check. I loved it. I loved it. I left the theater smiling. I was so happy.
I was pissed because I went to ArcLight, paid $17. Now,
if I paid, get it correct. It's $18.
If I paid, no, because it was an hour before that one. Yeah, it's weird. They go up every. I'm like, what is different?
And it should be like $3 or $4 cheaper.
Girl, I was like, first of all, and I that ArcLight, I want to pour my own butter on it, like on the popcorn.
I know, I don't like that. And and then you go to the bar and you spend like $50 on drinks. I'm like, what just happened?
I don't know. I think I'm getting old because I fell asleep.
Did you go high?
Yeah, I was.
That's why, dude. Don't go to movies high.
No, they usually
How did you
make
fall asleep during a fucking musical?
Girl, first of all, and then when I woke up and Jasmine did that one Broadway number, I'm like, what is this song?
It's called Speechless.
But let me tell you, it took me out of the movie because I'm like, what in the Britney Spears is going on?
Are you talking about the one where people were disappearing?
Yeah, it was just like, okay, this is what it reminded me of like an old Christina Aguilera music video or something.
Oh my god.
Anyways, reality checking Britney. Speaking of Britney, she was made a Starbucks run this Memorial Day weekend, which makes me think she's getting herself back to normal. Get those meds.
I don't think she's ever gonna be normal.
No.
The minute she shaved her head, it was all.
We never even hit a bump.
I mean, you could see in her eyes that like something's not right there. Yeah. Like even when she does interviews or even when she's performing, when people like do the clips when they're at her show, I'm like, you guys, she shouldn't be.
Leave her alone. Let her just live.
I mean,
her fucking.
She's an
life.
icon.
Yeah.
But
and let it be that.
Yeah, just let it be that. Retire, Britney.
Yeah,
retire.
And just let us have that. What you had. And I would.
What do you think of her boyfriend?
He's everything. I'm like, I don't know how this is working, but you know what I mean.
What do you mean he's everything? Like you think he's hot?
Like I think he's hot. I think he's attractive.
So I dated his friend, and his friend is a woman beater. So that I don't condone people that hang out with women that beat the shit out of women, which makes me think he's also a piece of shit. So Brittany, you can probably do better.
Whoa. All right. Well, speaking of women and beating and things like that, wow. Jordan Peele was caught.
But no, think about it for a second. She's highly medicated.
Yeah, but I don't think physically.
Well, he's never been seen with any other female, so he's doing pretty good on that.
I'm also questioning if he's like actually into women.
Right.
As well.
Right.
I don't know. Mm-hmm. Or if he's just hired for the look. But Jordan Peele, last story is Jordan Peele was seen with Lorena Bobbitt. Remember Lorena Bobbitt?
Yeah, she bit the dick off. What an
Put
infamous
it in a box
name.
And threw it over the highway. Well, apparently Jordan is working on a 4-piece documentary on her. So he's been in communications with her. And the documentary is called Lorena.
It should be called Lorena Bobbitt. Her name is iconic.
Well, Lorena is pretty, like, you know who the fuck she were talking about here. So I'm reality checking it because I'm here for that kind of stuff.
Same, me too.
I want to know the tea.
Is she hot or not?
Who?
Does she look?
Girl, not. All right, so last before we leave, so tell everyone where they can check out you, your podcast, and everything you got going on.
You guys can follow me on Instagram, XXODanielle, YouTube.com/Danielle Victor, and download my podcast called Swallow It Podcast, which will be on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, and Dash Radio.
Yeah, what channel on Dash?
Dash Talk X at 11 p.m. on Thursdays.
Boom. Thank y'all for tuning in. Danny, thank you for coming through.
Welcome.
Make sure you guys hit us up across all social media platforms at AfterBuzz TV and hit me up at DJ Jesse J. Till next week, same time, same place. Peace.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.